Saturday the 29th of February 2020 will go down in history for two reasons. The first, gold medalist, world number 2, Dorothy Schneider, rode here in Australia for the first time ever, and she wants to come back. But more importantly, a record was broken. Mary Hanna broke that elusive 80 percentile. What a day here at Dressage by the Sea, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome here to the Daily Wrap Brett Parbery and Lyndsey Douglas. Wow, team, wow, wow, wow.
Yeah, look, Tim, what do we say? You know, first time 80%'s been broken in Australia. I mean, how amazing is that? At Willinga Park, it matches Terry Snow's vision in raising the profile of the sport, bringing out the best in people. I mean, yeah, I've still got goosebumps.
Yeah, it was pretty electric in here. You've got a massive crowd. We're watching all of these 70s come through. Out comes Mary Hanna. I think she was 4th from last. You come out here and you've got, you know, we're all aware of Christy Oatley's record and you're thinking, can it be broken? And when the 80 score came through, the place erupted.
Unbelievable. Well, it was a super class. We're going to get to going all thrill of that. But before we get there, let's go back and have a look at some of our young riders and our juniors. Of course, the first time we had the young riders, the juniors here, and Jess Durtell, she was dominant in the young riders last week. She's dominated the juniors this week. Amazing effort. The young rider, the Ascara Deja Vu, and then that beautiful Gladstone MH. Super combination, Brett, and this is the next Mary Hanna potentially.
Yeah, possibly it is. The young riders, the juniors, the U25, the under-25, these are all classes that have been put on to bring up and allow these young competitors to compete under these conditions. And a rider like Jess Durtell comes and dominates. I mean, I wished I had that when I was a young rider.
Unreal too, Lyndsey, isn't it, to give them that CDI experience, to have to go through all the process, the checks, the balances with our FEI stewards, giving them that foot into the next level.
In the pressure of an environment like this, with the judges of the calibre that you have here, an extraordinary experience, and you can see that they're performing under the pressure.
I think sometimes when we wrap this up, people might think there's not that many competitors here, but the best of the best is here competing, Brett, and these ribbons are not just given away, they're hard-earned marks.
Oh, they are. And we've got the New Zealand contingent here, obviously, in the Grand Prix, but going right through the levels, we've got Australia's best. So you're right, they're hard-earned, they're hard fought for, and these kids are training hard every week with their coaches, parents funding the process. It's a big effort.
Freestyle day tomorrow for Jess. It'll be interesting to see how she goes. But this lady here, under 25, Mary Warren, competed in the main class tonight, but was out here today winning this class once again. She has not lost one of the under 25s.
On homebred horses too, you know, they must have a lot of faith in their breeding program. She's here this weekend on 3 homebred horses and winning everything, so or placing highly. So Mary Warren, another star of the future. You know, talking about the Marys, Mary Warren could be the next Mary Hanna.
And the determination, the teamwork that they bring, Lyndsey, that's always what you want to see.
Oh, it is. And I mean, Mary Warren, you look at her, she's got 3 homebred horses out here. She's so attached and proud of them all. And, you know, it shows in her performance.
Well, I know we said it was a coup when we got her to come here, Dorothy Schneider, and today, thanks to Rose Dio and Jenny Gerke, Senator Nymphenburg stepped out here. He's the 9-year-old gelding. Dorothy hopped into the saddle. She hopped on him for the first time this morning, had 20 minutes, came out here to watch the world's best in our own arena, Brett. What a treat.
Oh, it was an absolute treat, and the crowd loved it. You could have heard a pin drop the whole way around. Dorothy was talking her way through the way she would train a horse, what she would expect. It was an absolute treat. She's a wonderful rider. I mean, I watched from from an experience point of view, all of her corrections. Her timing is impeccable. She brought out the absolute best in this horse.
A massive thank you to Rose Dio and Jenny Gerke. They actually forfeited the rest of the competition for us to have this display, but I don't think you'll be wiping the smile off either of those girls' faces for a long time.
And there you can see on the footage that she just has such control over rhythm, Dorothy. That's why she's one of the best. Gets on a horse, second ride, and shows beautiful dressage. Could have competed tonight.
She most certainly could, and just a superstar. We've loved having her here. We're already in talks with her to maybe try and get her back next year. Let's not hold me to it, but hey, anything's possible.
Well, everyone's still talking about it tonight, and particularly great to see young women all around the arena. They were just raving about getting to see Dorothy, and you could see the crowd there in the footage. They are in the palm of a hand.
They most certainly are. Well, a class before we got to the Grand Prix 4-star freestyle, the CDN competition, great class as always, and love seeing it unfold here.
Yeah, I mean, it's the CDN is the people who aren't quite confident enough to go and do the CDI class, but they're still building their Grand Prix horse. Kate Purcell here, and it's great to see. It's great to see this class. I mean, there's a lot of Grand Prix horses on the grounds here this weekend.
Yeah, most certainly is. And, you know, the scores maybe not as high as some of the riders would have liked, but hey, we've got the best judges here. That's something to go away and work on.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, they've also been judged by the 5-star judges, the Olympic judges, competing in the Willinga Park environment. Again, valuable experience that will transpire down through the levels and through to the people that these people coach, the riders that these people coach. So that, look, everyone benefits.
They most certainly do. Lyndsey, you've been up in the box all day today. It's been great competition. Of course, we've got freestyles all day tomorrow, so it's going to be huge.
Huge day tomorrow. Look, I've got to tell you, we've got Let's Jazz a Bit on the screen right now, and I think it's Let's Jazz a Bit's birthday this week, and 2 firsts that I'm aware of for Lizzie Wilson fellows there. But yeah, we've got a huge day of freestyle tomorrow. We've got our young riders, our juniors, we've got our intermediate freestyle tomorrow. It's going to be just a really fantastic way to end what has been a great event.
The weather, Brett, it's actually almost ideal Tokyo preparation, isn't it? A little hot, humid here tonight. That ideal crowd atmosphere as well, right on top of the arena, is making those horses earn every point.
That's right. I mean, you can't get a better preparation for Tokyo than this. Muggy, Australia in summer. It's been wet. Nice little hub atmosphere we have in here. People going crazy for the scores. I mean, 10 riders over 70%. In the freestyle. That was fantastic. So, preparing our riders for Tokyo.
Well, you alluded to it a little bit earlier on, having 3 of the Olympic judges here at Willinga Park overseeing our proceedings is a huge coup for us. 5 5-star international judges, rare to see that quality. Earlier today, I went and caught up with German Gotthilf Rexinger. Gotthilf Rexinger from Germany is one of our 5-star international judges, and he joins me here today. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thank you for you invite me. I have so far lovely days here, and I was surprised when I arrived here of the property of the facility, and it's all done perfect for the horses. I've never seen stables for the competitor like this. I saw many around the world. All the little details with the water, with the wash places, it's really perfect. Must say compliment to Terry, to all the staff of Willinga Park.
Gotthilf, you've had the privilege of being in the horse world for a number of years, travelling to events all around the world. Willinga Park, we believe, is world class. In your opinion, by the sounds of it, you agree?
Yeah, you are right. I'm traveling around the world for judging. Also in Germany, I had many shows to judge, and I'm organizing horse shows, show jumping, dressage, cross country, everything for hand driving. I think you have here a facility you can move much more forward, and I wish all the best for Willinga Park, and I think you and your team around you will do the best. And when I can see what now you are preparing with the show jumping area, it's a great facility, really.
Gotthilf, the sport of equestrian, like all sports, is ever evolving. Where do you see this future of equestrian fitting into the world stage?
Yeah, I think we have a very complicated sports discipline. It's completely different from a soccer, from a tennis player. He has only his racket. We have an animal, and we have surrounding about this animal, and it's very difficult. For me, I had some up and downs about my feeling our equestrian sport, but now I think we have more and more upcoming young person, also new person, not only the existent old one. Old, it means around about 50 or 45. We have talented young girls and boys coming into our sport, and it's our future. It's wonderful.
The competition that you've seen here, we constantly want to compare ourselves to the Northern Hemisphere. With dressage bringing you out, we can get that direct comparison. The scores have been very high this week for our standard. Are you impressed with what you're seeing from our top end of the competition?
Yeah, I was very often here in Australia for judging, I think around about 10, 12 times. But now some of the riders are in a really good shape and a really high standard. We have scores over 70%. That is fantastic. It's really good. Okay, when you go to, for example, to Germany, to Europe, to Netherlands, to UK, the riders receive much higher scores. It's clear. But anyway, I saw here, I can explain a name, Mary, for example. I judged very often in Germany, in Europe. But now she's on a point, she improved really, and it is perfect, it's wonderful for Australia.
It most certainly is, God. If our model here has always been to bring the best of the judges around the world. So thank you for hopping on a plane and flying 24 hours to be out here and judging at Willinga Park. And we hope you've enjoyed your time. We've loved having you.
Yeah, I enjoyed my time, and I hope also my last 2 days I will enjoying. Congratulations again to everybody. It's a wonderful show.
Gotthilf Rexinger from Germany, thank you very much. Well, you may hear it in the background. There's a party going on here tonight at Willinga Park. The VIP area is still pumping, but the belle of the ball, the lady who they're all here to toast, Mary Hanna, we've kicked the rest of the panel off. Thanks for joining us tonight. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
What a thrill. 6 classes for 6 wins in the 4-star level. Unprecedented here at our event. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. It's just been an amazing, it's like it's been a dream run, actually, I have to say. I never dreamt that I was going to win all 6 classes, so I'm pretty chuffed about it.
You might look at the program sometimes, I know as show jumpers we do, and you go, oh, wouldn't it be great? There's a little bit of money here, there's a little bit of money there. This is unbelievable. 6 wins and a new Australian, not an Australian Pacific region record, a new Australian record tonight. You broke the 80% bar.
Yeah, that was absolutely the icing on the cake. I've always dreamt that I might one day get that, but to be honest, I didn't think I would. It's taken me quite a while to get there, but better late than never.
Well, it was tough competition. We certainly didn't let you have it easy. Our New Zealand friends have made you keep the honesty bar as high as possible. And John Thompson, he was 3rd in the first event in the freestyle. On the 8-year-old stallion, he was 3rd again tonight. This horse, this combination, he is such a fierce competitor, isn't he?
John really is. He's an amazing guy, and that's what's been so great about it. You know, if to get a good performance, you've got to have somebody pushing you. And to have the 2 New Zealanders there really keeping it honest, that's been the best thing.
Hasn't it what? And I just think this young horse, with someone like John, with some of the things, he was getting 7s and 8s all the way through. To have a 74.905 tonight, you know, any other week, he could have been the winner.
They're sensational. Those 2 New Zealand horses, they're very young horses, relatively short time in Grand Prix, and their performances are absolutely outstanding.
We'll then roll on here in a moment to Elisa Galloway. She has been your bridesmaid all week long. I don't know if you say good competition is for her, maybe not, but she's so gracious. She's only 26 years of age, Mary.
That's amazing.
What she is producing here as we see John celebrating, this combination surely by the same sire as your horse, the Johnson line sings through, it has to be one that New Zealand are pinning their hopes on for the future.
I would say that she's going to be the number 1 New Zealand rider. Her performance has already proven that. But to do that at such a young age for her and her horse, it's an absolute credit to her and her trainer. I just think that she's such a bright star for the future. I love her style of riding. It's very modern. The horse is very modern. This is the dressage for the future.
And what I love about her is that nothing phases her. Her first ever international experience.
Yeah, she's so cool.
And she's so relaxed. She
Yeah.
turned up here, she was so lovely. We had trouble with her feed and all sorts of things, but
Yeah.
she's just rolled with it. But this is the performance we've all wanted to see. That score, 80.145%. Mary, talk us through it.
Oh, well, she just gave me the most beautiful feeling right from the start. I have had some... She started off very well when I started to do freestyles with her. And then she went through a period of time where she started to get a little bit hot and a little bit tense. But tonight, and the week before when I did it, in this atmosphere here, she's really settled. She's really settled down, and I can feel her really concentrating on me. And if she makes mistakes, I'm going to say I blame myself. I have to set her up really properly for everything. And you might see some mistakes and think, oh, why did she do that? I know why she did it. I know that I made a small mistake somewhere. And she just tried her heart out tonight.
Tell me, we had a full 170 people down at the just behind the judge at sea. That full atmosphere. You could hear the electricity in the building tonight. Did that lift or put you on edge a bit more?
Well, I like it because I find I get better piaffe passage with her. I get that she actually thrives on that. So you've just got to get to that ideal point where you've got the energy from the crowd, where you've got that little bit of lift, but they're not over the edge. And tonight, that's what we had. We had that lovely feeling where she's just, right, okay, what do you want now? I'm ready. But she was really waiting and listening. She wasn't trying to make it up herself. She wasn't going over the top. She was great.
Well, Australia, take note. She has been to 5 Olympic Games. Mary Hanna, you are now one step closer to Tokyo, 6th Olympic Games. Come on, Australian dressage selectors, take our girl because wow.
Well, I just hope I get there. Nothing's done till you're there. We always say until you enter at A, you're not there.
That
so
is so
we're just
true.
going to take one step at a time.
Well, one step closer. It has been amazing here at Willinga Park tonight. Of course, we are still here tomorrow. Mary Hanna, we'll let you go back to the bar and enjoy a drink. Well done once again. Thank you for letting us be part of the journey. I know I'll never forget tonight. Neither should you. If you haven't watched it, you'll be able to re-watch all of the action from here at Willinga Park TV. But until tomorrow morning, we'll be here at 8 o'clock. The final day, day 9 of Dressage by the Sea 2020 will be underway. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you all again very soon.